Welcome back to Watching Baseball. Thank you very much for tuning in and enjoying the memories with us. My name's Jomboy. I have Jake with me, and we are up to the 2012 World Series. The San Francisco Giants are back in it. They win in 2010. They aren't there in 2011. They're back now. Congrats to them. Facing this Tigers team, Jake, that was pretty loaded. Pretty stacked, incredibly stacked team. But whammy.
Yeah, remembered for their pitching. I mean, this is, Miggy Cabs, but, I mean, Max Scherzer, Porcello, Anibal Sanchez, Doug Fister, barely know her, Verlander. And, yeah, it was just part of these Tigers team that I think the owner... I'm blanking on his name right now, but he was getting old and he wasn't shy with the paybook. These Tigers teams went for it. They never got one. The Giants mini dynasty that we saw a year or two ago.
Yeah. This is a boring World Series because the Giants just won all 4 games. I mean, it was very low scoring. The Tigers only scored 6 runs in four games. The pitching was good all around, but it's a sweep. We're going to watch the final game of Game 4 because the Giants come back to win it in extra innings. This is brought to you by the shop at jomboymedia.com, shop.jomboymedia.com. You can get that I Love Baseball hat that Jake's wearing. You can get this shirt. Now I'm going to throw it to Jake. Wait, did I go the wrong way? Here you go, Jake. Now Jake's caught it. Wow. What fun. I saw some people wondering how come I have 2 headphones on. Well, it's pretty tricky to pull off this thing. So this is Jake's voice, and this is the voice of the game. Now you know. I'm watching it on my laptop. Let's dive right in.
Barry Zito against Justin Verlander. Game 1 was a matchup of those two, and it was won by the San Francisco Giants 8-3. And it would be Verlander's job to try and get this series back to San Francisco.
Handsome.
As Danny Wirth takes over defensively.
Where are we jumping in, the 10th, Jim?
10th inning. We're going to watch the full 10th inning. Phil Koch's on the bump. He was on the Yankees in 2009. But Damase Marte took his role as reliever in the playoffs, and they traded him to the Tigers. I think it was part of the Curtis Granderson, Austin Jackson trade.
Scherzer?
Scherzer was part of that trade as well, right?
He came from Arizona,
One error during the regular season, so we'll keep an eye on that.
In Game 1, go ahead.
I was just going to say, like we were saying, not a ton of memorable moments. Sandoval had a 3-homer game in Game 1, which that was pretty cool. I was on a work trip with a girl who said she'd hooked up with Pablo Sandoval. So,
I mean, if there's ever a night to say it, was it that night? Was it during this?
Yeah, right? You probably weren't bragging about that until the 3-homer game happened,
Did she know who he was? I mean, he was a World Series in 2010.
I think they did hook up. I think
huge.
they had pictures together and stuff. I think she was trying to push the we're kind of dating, and we're like, okay. I don't think you are.
Pablo, I hope that Pablo wasn't married and you didn't blow up his spot.
Yeah. Sorry.
A little flare, chip shot.
We always see a little bloop. Who do we like on these teams, Jen?
Prince Fielder.
Yeah, we do like Prince Fielder.
Yeah.
How about a young Avisail Garcia?
Avisail? Yeah, that's a name that I don't think of.
Right?
Pertaining to this year.
Delman Young, a friend of the family, was on the Tigers.
I know that Phil Koch got fined in the Yankees kangaroo court back in 2009 because he would point up to pop-ups. Maybe it happened once. He pointed up as if it was a pop-up. Who's got it? And it was like a bomb home run. So the Yankees fined him in kangaroo court. Mariano Rivera was the judge who wore a mop on his head.
didn't get a ton of love, but Scherzer and Anibal Sanchez being teammates from this team. Oh,
It's a nice play. Coke.
yeah.
Nice and easy. Fill up my Coke.
Crazy how paths can pass in life, you know.
I like that play by Coke right there.
Nice play.
Oh, wow. Phantom cam. Is this the first Phantom cam we've seen?
Whoa.
Brandon Crawford had only 2
Yes.
sacrifices during the regular season.
I think that's the first
Here
one.
in Game 4 in the 10th inning, he drops down.
Is that Amy Cole's brother?
Down to second is Terrio.
Yeah. I don't know if they were then.
Pagan, who's been frustrated tonight and in this series, 2 out of 15. 0 for 4 tonight.
I think the NLCS was pretty good.
The Giants have found a different hero.
World
it seems,
Series.
every night, and Pagan could be that guy.
Bummer.
Angel Pagan always had an intense look, man. He's got some, like, Dothraki going on.
That's a great call.
Thank you. Thanks, Noodle.
Noodle, wow, Noodle really agrees.
Breaking ball, Pagan went around. Strike
Yeah.
one.
No way that's called in 1978.
God, remember?
There was no such thing as a check swing. I mean, they just watched the wrist break, and we saw a guy go completely around.
I think I would have just check swung every time.
That's how, like, small ball players would do it. Never break the wrist, swinging bunts nonstop. If you had the speed, oh, my eye is killing me.
Jim, I think I have a detail you'll like.
Is it about how much my eye hurts right now?
It's not. As of now, it's not. The Giants traded for Marco Scutaro midseason. He went on a 20-game hit streak for them.
Fuck Marco Scutaro.
All right.
He had a walk-off grand slam against Mariano Rivera once. Yankees only came to the Oakland Coliseum once every year while I lived there, and one of them is a walk-off grand slam. Marco Scutaro, like, get out of here, you know?
Yeah.
Trying to have a
It's a
memory.
memory.
Go ahead, run on second base. Little flare. I need an eye patch.
Here's a 1-1. Chopper to third, foul, strike 2.
Foul ball. You know what I pulled up the most hits in this World Series, Jake, for the Tigers, because all the games were low scoring. I mean, well, besides Game 1, Game 2 and Game 3 were both Giants won 2-0, and this game it's 3-3 in the 10th. So the
Jackson played every game, started every game.
Yeah. So the most hits on the Giants was 8, Pablo Sandoval. 3 of those were home runs. The most hits for the Tigers was 5. Delman Young and Omar Infante both had 5 in 4 games.
Infante could handle the stick, babe.
Free agent to be. He's driven in 6 runs this postseason, none in the
Johnny
World Series.
Peralta came up pretty lame. 1 for 15. But the one was a home run.
2-0.
Ooh.
And a backswing, excuse me, Joe, a backswing hit Gerald Laird.
Laird.
If something
It's a
happened
good-
to
that's a
Gerald
good catcher.
Laird, then Alex Avila could catch. There's the backswing hitting
Ooh,
right.
that was a nice slow breaking ball from Coke.
Appears to be okay.
2 outs?
I believe so. Oh, Phantom Cam.
Catchers
Running it
have
back.
only used that helmet
Loving
for about
Phantom
20
Cam.
years. It used to be a soft cap that they wore under that mask, and all sorts of damage was done until they started wearing that helmet.
So now Scutaro.
Here's your dude.
It's your guy.
Scutaro will step to the plate. If you're just joining us, we're in the top of the 10th inning, tied at 3.
Marco Scutaro,
Lead this World Series 3 games to nothing.
2 years with the Mets,
Game here in Game 4.
4 years with Oakland, 2 years with Toronto, 2 years with Boston,
2-run shot for the
1
lead.
year with the Rockies, half a year maybe even.
And it was Delman Young.
And then they traded him to the
Game in
Giants.
the bottom of the 6th. Both starters very good tonight. Each bullpen.
Marco Scutaro career batting average, Jake,
To Scutaro, trying
13
to
years,
the lead here in the
277. 277, not bad.
No, he's a solid ball player.
Playing about as shallow
22 career WAR.
Yeah, but we don't like him.
Sergio Romo getting loose
I
just
like
in
him.
case.
Yeah, but what about that Grand Slam I was talking about?
Comes up with a hit.
Dude, it's a good name, good baseball name, especially. I think he was the NLCS MVP this year. One-time All-Star. This is like my. This is the kind of baseball career I could get behind.
To a hitter who coming into tonight.
The Red Sox signed him. Wasn't he part of the like Adrian Gonzalez,
That's still the case.
Cameron, Scudero, Crawford Red Sox signings?
That timeline, yeah.
And then they traded him for Clayton Mortison.
Led off with a hit. Bunted to second.
Man, he didn't really get a chance until he was 28. His only All-Star game was 2013. He was 37 years old.
Holy smokes. What was he doing in the minors all that time?
Partying.
Tigers have to
He came up with Cleveland, Jake.
5 tomorrow night.
And then
For Detroit tonight.
he got traded to Milwaukee's farm system and then didn't get into MLB until he was with the Mets. So the dude traveled in the minors too.
It's tough.
Well, here he is with a 2-1 count.
Here's a 2-1. 3-1.
Uh-oh, 3-1.
Phil,
Big swing, right?
Switch hitter
Phil,
Sandoval
not
was the
Scudero.
last
Just
guy
a
has
same
followed
swing.
his
He's a same swing
home
guy.
runs this postseason, batting left-handed.
Cold in Detroit.
The count's 3-1, and we'll see.
Yeah, with Panda up next,
Here to Scudero.
probably maybe even a take here.
It's good 2-3 count.
2 outs if you can just pass the baton to that dude.
You're looking for your
Into
pitch.
center field, and that's a base hit.
Ooh.
Here comes Terrio. The throw, not in time. Scudero delivers, and the Giants lead 4-3 in the 10th.
Jeez. Could really hear him. Terrio,
Bless you, boy.
those would be let's goes today. But back then it was just
I think they were letting go in 2012.
maybe not
I
as
think so.
not as much as it is now because you got to think
No.
these guys
Dude,
were,
but think about when we were in college. I mean, our buddy Ken used to scream it all the time.
but we were young. That's what I'm saying. These guys are like 35.
Drive in front of Austin Jackson, and the throw much too late. In fact, Scudero on at second base.
So Jackson have dove for that.
As the Giants take the lead.
Doesn't matter. You're losing the World Series. They're up 3-0.
Sandoval. Romo will
Yeah.
get ready in earnest and try and wrap up this World Series in the bottom of the 10th. Sandoval grounds to third, fair ball. And the tag to end the inning.
Scudero.
Bottom of this 10th.
It's a fun play.
The order will bat for the Tigers.
What was that?
Down to their final 3.
Oh, they just won the World Series.
Don't care. Just get out.
Yeah, outs on the bases are encouraged. Pablo swung at the first pitch. They just won.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I was like, wow, this is going to be a fun play for Miggy Cavs. Granted, Sandoval's not fast, so he probably could have made it easily, but
With a bottom of the 10th from your local 5 station.
just gave him the out right there.
Yeah, 3-0 lead. Let's wrap this
Band-Aid
up.
on his arm? What's on his arm?
Buzzer.
Oh, look, we got Twitter in the commercial break.
Wow.
I hope the Tigers can get them a win tonight. Want to see? Well, that's what's up, Buster Smashley Chavez. You think she's still on Twitter?
MV Posey. Find that tweet.
I am. Smashley Chavez.
They just did back-to-back tweets by her.
It must have been a producer's friend or something like that.
Well, this is Plesac, so maybe she worked there because I think Plesac works in MLB.
Was it Smashley Chavez? Okay, still on Twitter, still tweeting. I like sports and stuff and knitting stuff. Once watched an entire baseball season in a cave. Oh, fan cave.
Fan cave.
Dude, I bet Keith knows her then.
Did they only do 1 year of fan cave?
She's maybe. Dr. Meredith Wills follows her.
How about that?
So does fucking official MLB page.
So, yeah, these tweets are all people
Wow, inside access. Jody J _95. Jody.
You're already in extra innings, Jody. Good question, though.
Jody J _95. Not an active tweeter anymore. Wow. But on July 24th, 2017, Jody tweeted, LOL at my life. So.
You know who's coming in to close out this game, Jim?
Who's that?
Here's that play.
My haircut buddy.
With Terrio scoring the go-ahead
Your
run.
haircut, buddy.
First time ever as a DH in his big league
No
career,
idea.
and when that happened,
Who do you have the same haircut
center
as?
in San Francisco went crazy.
I mean, Jam.
And so did that dugout for the Giants. They're 3 outs away
No idea.
from their
But I'm guessing you
World
don't
Championship
actually
in
have the same
3
haircut.
years.
We have the same barber, Jim.
Oh, Sergio Romo.
Come on.
We, Jake got an MLB haircut from an. Look at that haircut he's rocking there.
It's my guy. Still tricking him.
We made a video on this channel. Jake got a haircut from an MLB barber, and the guy in the chair before him was Sergio Romo, and we chatted with him a little bit. And that was his answer. Like, how's spring going? And he responded, still tricking him, which is good.
So good, man. It was so. This sounds really dumb, and it almost sounds like jock sniffery, but like Plouffe said what up. They knew each other. And Plouffe's like, how you doing, man? How's spring going? And he just laughs and goes, still tricking him, man.
It was funny.
Really,
He said
it was so natural.
he said he got an inning in like the game the day before. And he was like, catcher put down a bunch of signs. I shook them off as if I had more than one pitch a bunch of times. He was like, I was doing a fake shit. No. Yeah, that one. Through the one pitch. He was cool. I didn't expect. He's so fidgety on the mound that always bugged me as a viewer. It's like, dude, stay still. But he was cool when we met him.
The 0-1. Outside.
That's the pitch, right?
Who is in the on-deck
wiffle
circle.
ball.
He will bat for Garcia. And then Miguel Cabrera.
Sergio Romo would have broke records playing in the 70s and 80s.
Barry Bear, the president
Think so?
CEO of the
Yeah,
Giants.
he'd be Eckersley,
His team
Gossage.
3 outs away. Here comes a 1-1 from Romo. That slider was hittable. Jackson fouled it back, and it's strike 2.
79 miles per hour in that one. Pretty good part of the lineup up.
There's no setting up the hitter.
But, I mean, you're losing the World Series.
Slider's coming.
Yeah, and it's
Jackson.
you know, I'd love to talk to Tiger fans about these Tiger teams a little bit because Austin Jackson was supposed to be a big-time prospect. He didn't pan out. He's, like you said, he's batting leadoff in this World Series game. And you look back at his career and you're like, God. Got him. And then, like, Quentin Berry started this game 2-hole, and, like, man. Quentin
Dude, that would
Berry's
not. That is not how that lineup would be ordered today.
No.
You would not have Ajax and Quentin Berry in the 1-2. When you have the guys you have, you know? Just that's how much it's changed. He
Well, I
led
guess-
the league in triples 2 years in a row, Ajax. How about that?
Yeah, and he had a nice postseason.
He had a good 2012, Jake. He had a 129 OPS plus. Oh, do you see that pitch?
Yeah.
I don't know how much you can make it out. That was a changeup, so the opposite break, and it was faster. It was 88.
Wiffle ball.
That was crazy. That was nice.
88, I think that's his fastball.
Well, two seam then it had a ton
Yeah.
of dart. That's not his fastball. There's way too much. That has to be a movement or something. I don't know. It looks like the movement of a changeup from a righty for sure, because it's darting down and away.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's kind of like those old relievers we saw. He comes down from the side, and he's got the reverse access effect going.
He just threw 3 in a row. Those were dirty pitches. I'm guessing That's his pitch to lefties. If he throws a slider to lefties, it's got to be a back foot slider. But now 2-1, you kind of need something in the zone.
Nice hug.
Triple Crown winner will get one more at bat, at least. Here's a 2-1.
Same pitch. Dude, that thing's fucking nasty.
Romo came away limping a bit after that last pitch.
Yeah, Buster Posey was going to throw the ball back to him, and then he hesitated, and Romo limping around the mound. He
Walk
finally
it
has
off.
the ball, but
So who's up next? Mickey Cabs?
Yeah. This is Don Kelly
I guess it better be
pinch
more than a
hitting for
tweak in this
Avisail
situation.
Garcia, who
The
pinch
World
hit for
Series
Quentin
looks
Berry.
like his left leg.
They're not even talking about that pitch.
Here
It's
is now a
fucking
2-2 pitch.
awesome.
2 down. The strikeout to get Don Kelly.
He just threw the same pitch 5 times.
Wiffle ball.
Back-to-back strikeouts.
After 4 sliders to get Jackson, 5 sinkers to get Kelly, and look who's up.
So sinker.
Miguel
Sinker
Cabrera,
means a lot of different things, but it's probably a 2-seam. But that's a crazy
Yeah.
2-seam because
67.
it's not just vertical. It's not just horizontal. It's really vertical.
The celebration.
So now I'm guessing he's going to go back to the slider.
Thing about Cabrera is everybody knows
With a righty up?
earlier, he has great power
Gotta
to
trick
right
him, Jim.
field. He can hit that slider
Triple Crown winner.
the other way.
First pitch.
Slider. Hey, is this our first Marlins man sighting?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Sergio Romo. We've got the final outs in the division series in Cincinnati, with a potential winning run at the plate. Getting Bruce and then rolling. Trying to wrap up the World Series, the 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He's not really doing much
Romo
tricking
said after that he'll never
mentally.
forget
It's
what it was like to allow
the righty
Well,
gets the sliders, the lefty gets the sinkers.
I think that's part of the joke. Like,
Yeah.
The fact you can make them think it's anything else.
That's a fake. See, he's probably doing fake shakeoffs right there. If he throws a slider, it's a fake shakeoff.
1-1.
Definitely is. I love it.
He's going to get it again.
Does his stuff still move this much?
I think so, yeah.
I like the sinker way more than the slider.
Final strike.
Those sinkers he was throwing were crazy. Bible verse?
Wouldn't chase ball 2. Brings Fielder on deck, but all eyes on Cabrera.
When did they trade Fielder?
I don't get why every team doesn't
Yeah.
every team doesn't when you have your kids come in your first draft class, they're 18, they're 20. Show them Romo, show them Rivera, and just be like, hey, if you have one pitch and throw it well, it can work.
Off the end of the bat.
Kind of hung that one.
And a 2-2 count remains.
Consistency is the hardest thing. Like,
Locate it.
Giants trying to win their 7th World Championship in franchise history, their 2nd.
how old is Romo here?
Moving to San Francisco, 58.
29 years old. He's 36 now, Jake.
Yeah.
Pretty good year for Minnesota.
Again, the 2-2 pitch.
Oh, he fucking went sinker to end it. That's awesome. Froze
Trick
him.
'em.
Do you mind if I rewind?
2 games to nothing
Please.
going on the road.
So, I mean, up until this point, Romo has thrown sliders to every righty and the sinker to every lefty, and he goes sinker in the zone to freeze Miggy Cabs here.
Again, the 2-2 pitch. Got him looking, and the Giants have won it all.
Little infield crew hanging out.
That second watch, he started it. It was more of a corner pitch. I thought it had more of the inside of the plate, but it was a good pitch.
I mean, it's a hittable pitch if Miggy Cabs thinks that's what's coming. But everything he sees has gone away from him once it breaks. So he sees it start in the middle and thinks that's going to break away, and it comes back right in the middle.
Sliders to right-handed batters in the ninth inning, except the last pitch to Miguel Cabrera. Fastball that fooled everybody, including the guy with the bat in his hand.
Most importantly, that guy.
With a two-run shot in this game. Bruce Bochy has won his second world championship in the last 3 years. And this Giants organization celebrates here in Detroit, Michigan.
Lincecum out of the pen this
Night after night, it was
postseason.
somebody different, and Bruce Bochy
And I
at the
think
controls
Zito with a good bounce back. He started game one.
postseason. And those fans in San Francisco can
And then
celebrate.
Vogelsong was the other
They
cool
were
story.
So great at AT&T Park. And this World Series, as the 2010 World Series, ends on the road.
Jesus, camera guy.
And it ends on a called third strike.
Someone had to hit him from behind or something because that was far too
The
close.
Triple Crown winner, Miguel Cabrera.
He like bumped into him with the camera.
You could see Romo shake one time, and he threw the fastball.
Romo, who told us during this postseason he finally has the confidence to know he can do it. And that postgame
How quickly him and Posey hug and then get away from each other is interesting. Usually they embrace and fall down together or something. Look at this. And out.
To allow his teammates to celebrate
Pence in there.
him in the middle. It's over for the Tigers.
Oh,
Yikes.
that was
Wow.
that was quick.
We haven't seen a manager get out of there like
The
that.
game-winning hit with 2 out. Off the bat of Marco Scutaro. As Pagan and the Giants celebrate. What a postseason for a guy who turns 37 in 2 days. Marco Scutaro, who's standing by with Aaron Andrews.
Here he is.
You got hit in the head so bad?
Yeah,
What happened?
somebody just hit me from behind. I think it was Lopez. It was bad.
All right, well, listen, you told me when you guys got to the World Series that the feeling was priceless. What is it now that you've won one?
Oh, I don't even know what to say right now. I mean, we just won the World Series.
That's funny.
champ. We are right now, and it starts to explain. It's still priceless.
You know, this was a team that
We just won
This
the World Series.
that look
You know
they
what
give
to
each
say right
other
now.
after
I
they
mean,
bump into each other, like, ow, my head, ow, my
we
face.
just won- I don't even know what to say right now. I mean, we just.
Right there. That's- oh, my teeth. Oh, my
Fuck.
head.
This is still sweet, but that kind of blows.
That sucked, man. That's what he opened the interview with.
Yeah. Got cracked.
Oh, damn. All right. That is the 2012 World Series, the last inning where the Giants took the lead and completed the sweep. They'll be back again in 2 years, so that's exciting for them.
Jim
yeah.
Leland summed it up.
Fucking quick exit by Leland.
Get out of here.
Get me the hell out of here. All right. Thank you guys very much. We will be back tomorrow with another one. See you then.